Hello, everybody. It's Gloria from GGTheCrochetQueen. Welcome back to my channel, and thank you to my members. I hope everyone had a great holiday with family, friends, good food, good laughs. I did. So I'm going to work on some coasters, holiday coasters, or whatever you want them to be. Real basic. Let's see who joins me today. I know people are out shopping, getting bargains. That is not my thing. I haven't done, what is it called? The Black Friday sale in such a long time where I actually physically go into a store. Most of my shopping these days is done online. But from what I see, Walmart has some great bargains if you need some housewares. And BrandSmart, I know BrandSmart is not everywhere, but they had some pretty good buys. People were up yesterday because they were open yesterday. So people were out getting the after Thanksgiving, some people that they interviewed on the news hadn't even had their Thanksgiving dinner yet. They were just waiting for the store to open. I don't have FOMO, fear of missing out. I do not have that. And I really don't need anything. But if anybody has $1 million sitting around, I'll take it. The things that I need moolah for them. They're big ticket items. Some people just like the thrill of the search for the great savings, but that's not me. And I see 1 thumbs up and 3 on. Thank you for the lurkers. I appreciate you. But I'd like a thumbs up. They just went away. Uh-oh. Don't want to do that. Hey, Sheila, how are you today? Thank you for joining me. And thank you for the thumbs up. She's good, happy after Thanksgiving Day. Gave you a thumbs up. Same to you. Whole lot of pomp and circumstance for one day. But people definitely love. I keep trying to tell my mom, said, we just don't need all of that food. Then you're eating the same stuff for a week. Some things are just hard to break. But we had a good time. How was your Thanksgiving? No drama. That's all we pray for. No drama. Just get through the meal, have a few laughs, watch some football. My Dolphins lost. And unfortunately, New York Giants couldn't beat Dallas. Oh, well. And I don't know if the Chicago Bears coach will have a job after that debacle yesterday. They could have gone into overtime. Well, coulda, shoulda, woulda, if he had called the timeout and let the kicker at least attempt the field goal so they can tie up the game and go into overtime. What a mess. What a mess. That's why it's a game. People don't put on their thinking caps always. He's not the first one, but it'll be interesting to see if he keeps his job because those owners want wins. They don't want screw-ups like that. I see 3 on and 2 thumbs up. Thank you for the lurker. I am going to enjoy these days off. I still need to do a little bit of work, but it's just going to be a little bit because I have things that I need to do. And I'm having a sale on Whatnot tomorrow of some of the dolls that I've made. Let me put that in the chat. It's at 1 o'clock. And if you are not on Whatnot, you need to become a certified buyer. Add it in there. So what are you working on, Sheila, and what's your weather like? We keep going low 60s at night and then go back. Yesterday it was in the 80s. I think they said that was like one of the warmer Thanksgivings in a long time. It was beautiful, beautiful weather. Here's my phone. Probably in the 80s now. So I turned on the air conditioning. I get notices. I don't even know what that's all about. Yep, 82 degrees right now. My friend called last night. My daughter and I were working on trying to reupholster my bench, the Nook bench, that is really has needed and need to be done months and months and months ago. I ordered the fabric from, now I can't even remember the name of the company. It was so weird. I wasn't even looking for the fabric, but I was on YouTube and it popped up randomly. I tell you, I swear these phones are listening to us. And I came across this person. She was doing a whole video about her fabric and stuff that she had purchased. For the life of me, I cannot remember the name of the place she purchased it from. But anywho, I went online and I found the only downside is I had paid the shipping. And it's from Massachusetts. So I think it was Massachusetts. But anyway, I got 4 and either 4 1/4, 4 3/4 With the shipping, it was like $36. I had gone to Joann's to try to find some, but I couldn't find. They had stuff on sale, but it was nothing that caught my eye. But what I did buy, I was like, oh yeah, I like that. And when I got it, it was like, this is not what I got. This is not what I bought. But then I took a picture of it with my phone, and sure enough, what shows on her picture is what my phone showed. So, needless to say, these phones need to do better. These cameras need to do better when it comes to picture, because the picture was black and white, but the fabric is actually black and brown. But anywho, didn't matter. I got it. I'm going to use it. So, my daughter and I started on it last night. And when I say, ooh, that wasn't fun at all. We got it apart. We got the old fabric off, stapled the new fabric on, and then the hard part, because we were so exhausted after doing all that, we couldn't get the bench back on. And then I messed up one corner because I cut too much fabric off. So I was trying, and it's the corner where the peg goes into the bench seat. I was like, oh my goodness. And I kept saying, the whole time, make sure we have, the fabric. We can always cut off the excess, but we can't add on. And who messed that up? I messed that up. But anywho, so today, so we left it alone. Oh, that's your hometown? Um, we left it alone, and then I was looking because I initially had pulled out my drill last night, and then I was like, no, we got to use the Allen wrench. And I got a gazillion Allen wrenches. None of them were right. I said, it's got to be in the same bag that the other parts to the bench are in. And sure enough, it was in there. So she pretty much took the bench apart. So today I was looking at the bits that go on the drill, and sure enough, there's one of them that fits those screws, so we don't have to use the Allen wrench. But she has to go to work, so I got to figure this out because it's too heavy for me to do by myself. So I got to see if I can get some reinforcement over here to help me. I'm going to look for scissors. Then we have to do the second one. Ooh, child. That's why these people that do this work pay money, because it ain't no quickie thing to do. But if you're good at that stuff, you can get it done. Hey, Jan, how are you today? Thank you for joining me. Thank you for the thumbs up. She says, thumbs up. Good afternoon, Gigi and all. And Jan, I started watching Madness last night. It is straight madness. It just reaffirms, people, the movies, all these things comes from someone's imagination, but it comes from someone's imagination that's been around stuff like that. Cause that all that stuff that's happening, it really happens in real life. It just reaffirms to me how corrupt this country is. So I think I'm on next to the last one. So when I get off of here, I'm going to finish it. But it is some kind of crazy. Unfortunately, yes, it does. And everybody knows it. It might not. Everybody knows it and might not admit it. Yeah, but they know it. Yep, they know it. Straight corruption. But it's a good one. You got me hooked, girl. I'm blaming you. I was like, this is crazy. Coleman Domingo is playing his role. And Dion, I was like, what? Dion getting him some, what's the word? Serious roles. He's not just sticking with his comedy. That lady, I think she has knocked off Dion though, because she was watching him. But I haven't gotten to that part, so I'm just speculating at this moment. Just speculating. It is some kind of crazy though. Like Jen has got me caught up in something else. I was trying to watch it, but I just didn't want to watch it. Lady of the Hour, or I think it's called Lady of the Hour, but it's about the lunatic that was on the dating game. It's a true story. And I just didn't, my mind was not wrapping around that. It was just probably because I already know the outcome. And that's probably why I don't want to watch it. But I like this madness because none of this I have figured out. I love when I watch something that I just can't figure out what is really happening until it happens. Oh, you saw it? You watched it? Yeah, I knew, but I just couldn't. I couldn't get into it. Just like Bloodline, I couldn't get into it. It was too slow for me and too many characters. And from the beginning, I was lost. I was like, there are too many doggone people in this show for me to try to keep up with. I'm the same way when I read a book. If you have too many characters in it, you have lost me because I can't keep up with all of that. Give me one or two main characters. But you got 6, 7, 8. You lost me. Even when I was watching Madness, that man, one of the men, the man that he had talked to at the restaurant, when they showed him again, I was like, now who was he again? I had to remember who he was. Chances I don't know if I watched that or not. I think I did, but I can't remember a thing about it. If I did, Bloodline, I'm talking about. You told me about Bloodline. Jan. I need you to go and stock up on some ginkgo. Is it ginseng? Ginseng. I think it's ginseng. The thing from memory. You told me about Bloodline. But anyway, I just couldn't get into it. But it's sitting there. Maybe if I get bored enough, I'll click back on it. But I'm almost finished with Madness. This Madness is crazy. Okay, see what I mean? Yeah, I see what you mean. Bloodline is a big white family. It starts out with them having like a family reunion or something, and the boys are going back and forth at each other. I think you need some too. I know I need some, but I don't want to take that stuff. I take too many things. It might interfere. Oh, I know why I don't take it. I took some years ago, and I had side effects from it, so that's why I don't take it. I'll just be forgetful and be all right with it. But Jan, we almost had that bench put together last night, but we were too tired. By the time we finished all that, we were just way too tired. But I'm going to see if I can get somebody to come over and help me put it together because Nia's working late tonight. So, and I'm debating if I'm going to get up and go see Wicked tomorrow morning. I want to see Gladiator, but my mind isn't in the mood for all of that violence. But I think Wicked might be a good one. Well, it's gotten a lot of buzz, so I don't know if I don't see it. It'll be on Disney soon. I can pop my popcorn and sit right at home and watch it and be just as happy. Really? Yep, I'm doing this. Okay. Yeah. I'm calculating in my brain how I'm going to do this. I haven't lost my mind. Not talking to myself. Did you cook, Jan? Or did you throw something in the microwave? I'll be eating my leftovers all weekend. I'll send a picture when I finish my benches. So you can see the hard work that Nia and I put in. Uh-oh. I did something. I missed something. I must have added. I must have added a stitch. I can't add stitches. I don't think I did a stitch. I did something. I do not like when I get my stitch counts off. Drives me bunkers. I don't know how I did that. Should have been right. You know me. Did I cook? Absolutely not. That's right. That's all right. You don't have to cook. That's what the youngins are for. Okay, let's do this again. There it is. I don't know how I. Let me count this thing, make sure it's right, because if it's not right, it's going to stay off. Let's do. Okay, so it should be right there. I think I added a stitch. We shall see. Sometimes the simplest things that make life hard. Does anybody know if Amazon went on strike today? I don't know what workers. I don't know if all of them or some of them. But they're supposed to go on strike. I said, as long as they deliver what I ordered tomorrow, they can go on strike. All these rich fat cats paying these people the least amount of money while they build rocket ships to go to space. And it doesn't matter who you don't buy from, they're all in cahoots together. As I always say, the rich will always be rich. Renee is in here? I don't see Renee. Did I miss her? My first cup of coffee in this afternoon. Okay, let's make sure we're on the right track with this. Emerson's Crocheting. Hello, how are you? Thank you for joining me, and I hope you did a thumbs up. What are you working on? What is your weather like? I was watching, I said it on my last live, I was watching Gloria do that that scarf in the Suzette stitch, and I still want to do a scarf in the Suzette stitch, but I have too many other things I need to do. Compared to doing the Suzette stitch on that big cardigan that I did, whew, that was work. But I wanted to do it, and it's done. I don't ever have to do it again. Nightbot doing its job. Crocheting a poncho. It's snowing and it's in the 30s. Also got Christmas wreath ornaments I'm making for a market next week. Ooh, where are you located with the snow and all? Sheila says, I'm getting ready to work on a corner-to-corner scrap blanket. Ooh. Sheila loves her corners to corners. Oh, Pennsylvania. They had rain yesterday during in Pennsylvania. Let me see. Yeah, in Philadelphia and New York during the parades. I have wax in my mouth and it's breaking apart. You all get real cold weather. Yes, Pittsburgh was hit with rain yesterday. Yuck. Oh my goodness. I don't think I would want any of that. Not when it's cold outside. The coldest place that I've been to in the States was when I went to Chicago during the wintertime. Woo! I don't think I'm ever going to go up there again during the winter. That's a serious, when they say a hawk, they are not joking. That's some serious cold. And they were men out working on something. I don't know what they were doing. They were working outside. I was like, "Ooh, I do not know. I don't think I could do this." And I keep saying I want to go back during when they have Taste of Chicago, but I have not put it on my to-do list yet. I probably can do it now because I used to go to New Orleans for the Essence Festival, and both of them are around the same time. So that was one of the reasons why I didn't go. But now that I'm done with Essence, because I probably won't go back because the lineup has changed so much, and most of those people I don't know. And the ones that I did know, it's not like somebody I really wanted to see. So they had a lot of rappers there, and I do not listen to. I'm still old school rap music. This stuff that they have now, ooh, it's too much for Gloria. Way too much for Gloria. So and I'm sure probably Taste of Chicago because they do have music. So, but I don't know what their lineups are like. But I was there. I enjoyed my time. I just like New Orleans. I love New Orleans. But I don't have to go to the Essence Festival. I don't have. I can go and eat the food and hang out. Go to the convention center and pick up all the goodies, and that would be enough for me. I don't have to go to the concerts, but I'm not going to spend $2,000 for that when I can go. A lot of that stuff you don't use anyway. You get it because you want to try it out. The best packaging um, was from the best gifts, I should say, or freebies or whatever, was from Vaseline. They gave a beautiful big bag with Vaseline on it, of course, but they had a big thing of the um, Vaseline jelly. What is that called? Petroleum jelly. Had a big thing, not a little one, a big one. It had lotions and creams and hand lotions. What else did Vaseline have? But theirs was the best of all of the freebies. Theirs was the best. And then who else was after them? Target gave away something, but for the life of me, I can't remember what it is. And their bag was crap. It was all plastic. Vaseline was a canvas bag. Target bag was plastic. I couldn't wait to throw that in the garbage. But I can't remember what they gave. It was obviously something that was nothing. Because for the life of me, I cannot remember what it was. Then they had Camille Rose. They had Venus, and at one point, Venus was giving away the razors. And then when my friend and I got there, they were like, "No, we're not doing that anymore." So something must have happened for them to just like stop it. But I don't know what it was. But we didn't get it. Only thing they had a little booth in there that you can take pictures. I was like, I don't want to take a picture. Who else was there that gave out good freebies? Cantu had some good freebies. I want to say Shea Moisturizer. They had, because Shea was next to Vaseline, and both of their lines just wrapped and wrapped. And then they had to shut down the place because there were too many people in there. So the fire department would close off that one area, because that one area was too many people. It was the beauty area, beauty con, and it was all the way in the back. So you had to come into, unless you came from the other side, but it was all the way in the back. So we got to work out every day going over there. But if you didn't go there early in the morning, you can best believe you'll be waiting in line. Disney gave away their Disney ears. I gave those to my great niece. But they had a lot going on. And then in the convention center, they have other exhibits going on. Like my friend and I got to see the Luther Vandross. We saw most of it, but we had to leave because we were going to either the concert or to dinner. One of them. I think we were going to the concert. But anyway, we had to leave. But if you haven't been to New Orleans or to Essence Festival, it's worth a little trek. If you just have to look at the lineup. And they changed the people that are in charge of it now. So we didn't know until like weeks before the event who was going to be there, at least some of the people that were going to be there, which was very, very, very slow compared to years before. Hey, Jeanette, how are you today? Thank you for joining me. It says, hey, hi, Gloria, and everyone in the chat. I hope you did a thumbs up. What are you working on? What is your weather like? I'm rambling, just rambling. But I do want to go to New Orleans when there's nothing going on, because there's lots of food places I like to try when there's not 100,000 people there. But that was a very busy weekend. Very busy. That's the kind of weekend that you need time off afterwards. You can't go right back to work. You got to rest a bit, because we were on it. But it's a fun place. Jeanette, do you go to Taste of Chicago? I'm working with black yarn. So glad this is my last round, because I do not want to mess this up, because I do not want to have to frog it and start over again. Black yarn is the Dickens. I want to go to Alaska, but I don't think Alaska has enough warmth for me. But it's on my list. The best weather place I've been to is Hawaii, other than Florida. Hawaii's weather was beautiful. But it does get cold at night there. But the daytime is like in the 80s. And of course, some misting rains and stuff. Oh, you're working and lurking. Okay. Are you working today? They didn't give you the day after Thanksgiving off? Oh, you working on a checker hat? All right. I was supposed to do one for the dentist. He's not with the practice anymore, but he has his own practice and he's working at another dental office somewhere far away from me. But I was going to make one for him. I'm still going to do it because I know where his practice is. Whenever I finally graduate out of these doggone braces, but not until. And I think I have to make his smaller because he doesn't have a big old head. He'll probably put it to the side and never wear it. I'm thankful I have a job to go to today. Well, I hear you. I hear you. That's what I say. I'm aggravated about mine, but I'm grateful every day I have one because I got a plan to get to. But it's definitely not the ideal job I would have wanted in my later years of work. It's way, way, way too much stress. And I don't think there's any great jobs out there that aren't stressful. And working from home doesn't make it any better. It just means you got more work. Oh, almost finished with the black. Yay, yay, yay. Get rid of this black. Because so I should ask and I probably won't even be thinking about it. Ask the eye doctor, why is it black becomes the color you don't see so well as you age. I would like to know. What time is it? 12:35. It's all football today. College ball is on and NFL. I think the NFL games are on now. But they're on what is it? Prime. They're on Prime today. I don't know if they I don't know how many games. I think they have 2 games on Prime today. One of them should be starting now or have already started. Come on. This is not doing what I wanted to do. Shoot, shoot, shoot. I want to finish this before. I do not like working with black yarn. Me and black yarn are not friends. I have every light imaginable on so I could see it. I think that's all right. That's going to have to do. All right, on to green. That's as far as I've gotten, red and black. I use this lighter green because I brought it in here. I think I should have brought the darker green. It doesn't matter. It's going to get done either way. Let me count again. I'm not off. This is such a simple pattern, but just doesn't want to cooperate. Okay. Found it. What color green is this? Bright green. Okay. It's bright, that's for sure. Jan, did you finish watching Madness? You watched all the episodes? I was binge watching repeats. That's all they are of American Greed. That's my favorite thing to binge watch. Just mindless watching. They had the bling ring story on there. I said those kids got a slap on the wrist for all that they did. By the time the judge sentenced them, they are already out of jail. I think they should have gotten more time. Then they always like, we were young and, we that life. I was like, you know right from wrong. You go into somebody's house you don't live in. It is not your home and you should not. Back to work. Okay, Jeanette, thank you for working and lurking. You go into somebody's house and you don't live there and you take something out of there, you stole it. That is nothing but a crime. But they got away with it. What? Fire Mountain Gems is sending me. I haven't seen anything from Fire Mountain Gems in forever. Except for they send me their catalog. They are one of the few companies that still send out catalogs, I think. But I have enough stuff. I don't need to buy another thing. Not another thing. Oh, okay. I've been on here. I'll finish this hopefully. Then I can call it. I'm going to take my child to work. I got a whole lot of alerts. And the one that says, you're almost out of storage. Thank you for telling me. I'm always almost out of storage. Okay. Hello, Maritza. How are you today? Thank you for joining me. Hola to you as well. Hope you the thumbs up. What is your weather like and what are you working on? And did you have a good Thanksgiving if you celebrated? There's a let me see, it's 1088 now. It used to be 988 shoe store near where I live. And yesterday, sure enough, they were open because they are from the Middle East, I think, the people that own it. So I think they're open every holiday that we celebrate, and most places are closed. I think they're always open. There was a Chinese restaurant that I used to go to that was in that same strip. And there were other stores there, and they when they first opened, people just flooding in, going there. But because um, there were other stores, people were parking everywhere, and people got annoyed with them parking in their places for their customers to come to. And then they started having the police because people would go in there and steal, of course. So the police would be there, and then they started buying up the um I guess every time something is vacant, they would purchase it or rent it or whatever. So they had the whole one part of the strip mall, and now they're closing some of the places that they had opened. So I said maybe because they had first they started with shoes, then they started with jewelry, then they started with bags and luggage, I think. What else did they have? Yeah, because I think they opened up 3 additional ones, and they had the big old bright lights and all that stuff. But now I think they just went back to their shoes, and life is so much better, I guess. And they were parking across the street and where there's a painter's shop and I think a veterinarian over there. And they were parking over there, and then they would get upset and call the police. I was like, it's crazy over here. I saw all of that action when I used to walk. Now, what little I see is when I'm driving past there. I said, I tell ya. And they have so many boxes. Just a hot mess over there. But people go in there and they buy tons of shoes because they're so cheap. But they're so cheap because they're not going to last very long. My daughter bought a pair of boots out of there. I think she may have had them 3 or 4 months before they broke. I'm trying to think if I ever bought anything out of there. If I did, I can't remember. Obviously, they didn't stick with me in my mind. I'm a DSW girl. That's where I like to get my shoes from. Almost finished. Should show the pretty side. So nobody went out and did any early morning or late evening sales. I feel like everybody's talking about how much everything costs, but they still going out there. They had people stranded in the airport yesterday trying to get to wherever their destination was because I don't even know. I know there's an air traffic controller shortage, but I don't know if it was weather related or that. I don't know. I figure if you got to get stuck somewhere, you might as well get stuck where the weather is nice. I interviewed some lady that's like, well, what are you going to do? They said, go to the beach. Obviously, they are not from here. But yesterday's weather was good enough. I wouldn't get in the water, as I'm sure that water is chilly, but the weather was nice. That's the life of living in a tropical place. Did anybody see the I saw a message last night that said that you could see the northern stars, no, the northern lights. But I didn't see what area that you'd be able to see it. I have never seen. Okay, did I miss something? Because now. All right, I'm going to do this. And we're going to call it quits. That we finished this one round. Do that last round and be done. Be done, done, done. I think my count feels like it's off again. Probably because I'm changing colors and I'm on the live and not paying attention and making mistakes. But the beauty with crochet is you can always fudge it just a little. Long as it stays round, I'm happy. Now, if it became another shape, that would not make me happy. That doesn't look right either. What is going on here? Let's do this. I am fudging this. That's for me. It'll be sitting over here on the table for my drink. All right, one round, and I'm done with this puppy. Curry. Thought this was yellow. It's going to be yellow today. Curry is not yellow. Curry is, well, I guess it could be. But my thought of curry is like an orange. Doesn't matter. Just got to get it done. Get her done. All right. Nobody is talking to me. Nobody's responding to me. What is going on, people? Yeah, that's all right. I'm going to finish this round and then I'll be off. And again, I will be doing a sale on Whatnot tomorrow at 1 o'clock. And it'll be a sale of my dolls. I'm going to post it on Facebook. So I don't think, no, I know I haven't. Haven't posted it on Facebook, so I will post it on Facebook. And I presently have a sale on my Etsy shop, in my Etsy shop, I don't know. 30% off. And so those are my two sales. That's my Black Friday sale, and it'll be on for a week. So go check out my Etsy shop, and you might see something that you like. Everything is 30% off. And then tomorrow's sale, I don't know what, I have to go back on my Whatnot to see what is scheduled for the sale. So I don't even remember the pricing or anything. Oh, I'm doing just a coaster, simple coaster. That's all. Hey, Diane, how are you today? Thank you for joining me, and I hope you had a thumbs up. What are you working on? What's your weather like? And if you aren't looking for something, tell a friend. Tell a friend. Send them my link. Maybe they're looking for something. Because caring is sharing. It's cool here, okay? Well, it's hot here. It's in the 80s here. This is our fall weather. Nice in the daytime, a little chilly at night. Then next month it might get into the 70s, or either in January it'll get into the 70s. Okay, didn't miss anybody. I'm almost finished with this. I need a nap. I got up early this morning, considering I went to sleep late watching Madness. And then I woke up early and I said, well, I'll watch some more of this and crochet. So I finished my 2 panels for my bell sleeve shrug that I'll be doing a tutorial for. So I have to record it. And I think I'll do that today. At least start it today. And hopefully have it finished. Oh, I won't have it finished. I won't have it finished. Not by tomorrow. Because I still have to do, the sleeves are going to take a minute. But you never know. Never know. I would like it to be finished so I could wear it during my sale. But I'm not holding my breath. Oh, shoot. Oh, well. I had plans of, and I refused to go back. All right. It's finished. Yay. I made it pretty big. Didn't have to be this big, but I like it. There it is. So just a simple coaster just to put on my table. I have another one somewhere that I used to keep here, but never know where it is. Hey, Renee, how are you today? Thank you for joining me. She's saying hi to everybody. All right. Well, I'm going to get off of here because I have to take my daughter to work and swing by and see my mom. And I'll be doing a sale again. I'll say it again. I'll be doing a sale tomorrow. I will post it on Facebook. So, and there's a 30% off sale in my Etsy shop as well. Black Friday, it's going for a week. And I think das ist alles. But I thank you all for joining me today, this after Thanksgiving live. And depending on how tired I am tomorrow after the sale, it shouldn't be too, because I don't have a whole bunch, so I shouldn't be too tired. I might do a live later on that day, later on. Okay, so I'm going to weave in these ends and take my daughter off to work. So thank you all again for joining me. I hope you have a good rest of your day. I hope to see you all on Whatnot, or maybe you'll purchase something from my Etsy shop. Either way, I thank you in advance. And if you cannot even purchase from Whatnot, if you just go on and follow me on Whatnot, and if you can come on and check out what I'm selling, that'd be great as well. So until my next video or my next live, everybody stay safe. Keep crocheting. Bye-bye. Mwah.